Ireland, Italy, Scotland, Germany, Russia, Poland, Bulgaria, Greece, now Ukraine, Colombia, Brazil. In light of the fact that the KKK has been after the Jacksons for 150 years, and that Northern Ireland and Canada are mostly unaffected, London cut Alberta off. Is it so hard to believe I carry these crosses? Would you begrudge me that? I'm sorry that my faith in Israel wavered for even a moment. Islam recognizes no distinction between church and state. It's heresy. In a classical Aryan tradition, peace is inherent. God does not guarantee peace. We strive not to get God involved. Aryans are, in my opinion, best represented by the marathon. Peace is inherent. It comes with the package. I'm not crusading a vendetta for any, Colombia. I need to turn the case over. The Wales, have we done business? I believe this belongs to you. It turns out the guy was innocent the first time too. I'm as mad as you are. You heard all the countries I just mentioned. Oklahoma, Cherokee, some of us stayed and got jobs, but don't let them instigate conflict and exploit them, because look at the situation with the Islamic states. It's going to go by the same. Those are going to be cult, custom specific. I have my minimums. I have national, international necessities, and then I have proposals for advancement that may or may not happen within my lifetime, but I'd like to get them filed and get on with my life while something potential. I mean, they want me to take a dive for sabotaging the Department of Defense. I'm like, I have peacetime innovations worth more than your whole goddamn outfit. Our 4X is tainted. Give it to Justin Trudeau. I'll try to sort it out so I don't accidentally kill him in the meantime. Keyword being accidentally. I volunteered to test pilot a bionic eyeball, go to jungle training, and throw Justin Trudeau off Niagara on live TV for the children. I did not know any relationship. All I knew was that Protestantism is justified by the presence of a foreign god, king, or army on the land. So I thought it was ironic when King Charles was coronated or inaugurated that he swore an oath to the Protestant church. Who's giving you trouble, King Charlie? Representative government? Trying to vote about a tea party? They were trying to dig holes, hidey holes. The Sikh temple, guardians of the royal path, apparently protect the throne of London by raping little boys through religion. That's why they carry a sword. Is that standard, or was this a special case? Because there've been a lot of scapegoats. In 2016, the foreign sovereign immunity since 1992 fled the field. Foreign sovereign immunity lapsed. My condolences for, yeah, whatever. I have casualties and collateral I need to account for. Try to report an FBI asset to the FBI, and they fold their arms. Takes one to know one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I still didn't know. I never imagined anything so unprofessional, because they're not, generally speaking, unprofessional people. But I guess they have a readout, and it's just flagged. Ignore this person. Troublemaker. Whatever. False report. False witness. Liar. Homo. Heretic. Whatever it is, on the round side of the planet, worth more than their whole operation. I'm not running for amnesty. There was no sit down, no arrangement. I didn't lie until... I only lie to liars. They were looking for a real nut. You would have to be a bona fide retard. And from the start, I was like, I'm not subject to the zeitgeist. It doesn't apply. The sit down never happened. I don't know what else. I mean, whatever reason one might have for ignoring international pharmaceutical industrial sabotage. I mean, I know the doctors have a lucrative racket ripping off London, and we're sworn enemies and all, but still, you know, that's growing up. It's between us. Don't need the jinglehead zombie apocalypse taking up our cross. Look at the losses that we've suffered, and imagine just being like, oh, I guess if you insist, jingleheads. I was a doorman. I went door to door, mailbox to mailbox, drove a limo. Behind closed doors? How do you take a bribe behind closed doors? They're just playing it every which way. And leave me to find out about it in hell. First, do no harm, or you get dumb doctors. 17 citations, 2 counts of assault on an officer, multiple hospital stays. Fake my death. Well, then they act like I didn't leave. But prior to that, I supposedly faked my death, so I know which hospital is the Saudis. They just out themselves at every opportunity and act like there was no sit down. I'm perfectly qualified to speak to it. They got their asses kicked. Their immunity left. I mean, dog rape between statesmen, diplomats, doctors at least, scientists, officials, anybody who's not gay mafia or some wizard. They think if they can put a human shield in front of it, get them to sign whatever they want. But no man, military, diplomat, prince, priest, I mean wizard, I guess if they had a solemn oath they wouldn't be a wizard, but a man cannot be compelled against a solemn oath. You know, I didn't lie. I didn't lie to my mom. I went back to my unit, and they just ignore reality. They take all our opportunities, all our victories, just leave us with consequences and bogus rumors. Central run simulation, 12-year-old raping Dobermans. I mean, for purposes of international relations. Oh, this is a serious problem. We need to get Idi Amin involved. Somebody jumped at the chance to make a quick buck. Some heretical war chicken wizard. No skin in the game, just whatever, a foreign somebody. They found a human. And this is where Islam fails, because I mean, ultimately, like, everything else aside, one does not approach my queen, absent church or state, and expect me to be obligated to anything but vendetta. Even then, when training a dog, one does not actually harm the client, just mimicking the trigger. The prince instinctively knows what to do. The compromise between the Normans and the Catholic Church should be relatively easy to broach when it becomes worth it to the Protestants to recognize that Muhammad is not Jesus, and Satan doesn't lie to God. What would be the point of trying to deceive an omnipotent and eternal creator? Allah is just a disgruntled devil. Islam is all the New Testament Jews' favorite parts of the heresies. A revival via the corporation, a cult revival of all the heresies that the Jews were trying to escape. Yes, the prophecy is fulfilled over here. Step across that line, there's not a whole lot of extra baby snatching. The child will be born, will save us from our own stupidity. The sanctuary is desecrated. One must consecrate the sanctuary for the forgiveness to have meaning. We have a state that usually handles that. Otherwise, first I shall do no harm, and then I shall consecrate the sanctuary. It's not mandatory that you like it, but you don't have to hate it all the time. You have the rest of eternity to hate it. So Belfast doesn't have to fight to retain their land rights if they just render their birth records under the church so that they could be treated like the rest of us. Doctrinal, dogmatic, canonical differences over time, not that much pressure. Right now we're on the losing end of a war on terror. Nobody wants to see me carried aloft on the shoulders of another Reich. You were scared before. My weather machine will be the most senseless, volatile, just inane, brutal, oblivious. Rather just take the medals at corporate. I told them to eat their gun. I told them, get back in your boat, go back to Canada, eat your gun. We're not affiliated. We're not even friendly. Pretty sure when I first accepted the mission, I was saying something about these nuts. Vote for these nuts. I don't know where the signals got crossed. He's doing it again. Never stopped. Look, I'll help you sort this out. I'll help you improve the system. Just, tell me what you want. I'll test pilot a bionic eyeball, go to jungle training for Justin Trudeau off Niagara Falls on live TV for the children. You got used to it. Used to what? Jingleheads? mfrodeo.blogspot.com. First, I shall do no harm. And then, are you even a doctor?